It's Rick De La Stick reporting, and for another long formatted video. Why would I be doing that? You say, well, because we're going to do something new and exciting here. We're going to do a freaking deficit bench. It's like, what do you do if you're at the gym, you want a big stretch now that it's been scientifically proven to not be any more effective than full range of motion? But say you want a big full stretch training. I'm going to use these fat groups here, and you can see that it's about an inch. It says it's 2.75 inches of girth. Okay, so I think if you cut that in half, it's basically like what? It's like 1.8, right, Mama? 1.88 or something like that. Right? Is that math? That math didn't make any sense. Never mind. It's terrible math. 1.39 or something. Who cares? Anyways, the point is it adds a little extra depth. Do you fellas understand how this is increasing the range of motion? Do you get it, Mama?
No.
You don't get it? Are you freaking kidding me?
Because it comes lower because it's thicker? I don't know.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not upset with you. I'm upset with the logic of the people like you that don't get it. That's
okay,
because
so
then I'm making this video. Then I'm making this video, and it's like, it doesn't make any sense, Ricky. It's like, it does make sense. Look, if the going down till the bar touches the chest, if I was here, then I can only lower my arm till the bar touches the chest. But if I'm here, it allows me to get an inch deeper. Do you get what I'm saying? At the minimum. And it's more like 2.75. It's more like 1.3.
25 or something? I don't know.
I don't know, Mama. No.
0.325.
1.325?
Oh, wait, no.
No.
275?
275 divided by 2.
We're clearly not math people.
1.3.
75?
1 point. Frick.
I don't know.
It's going to seem so simple for people when they just put in a calculator. Like, oh my God, Ricky, it's just 1.9. But it's like, you don't. Let's talk about this real fast. So, I've been well aware and informed that Jeff Nippard made a reaction video to the doubters, basically. He funded a scientific study about doing purely lengthened partials versus full range of motion. And
he funded it?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a?
Yeah.
Aren't you not supposed
You're not
to
supposed
fund
to do that?
things
Yeah.
when
If you have an
biased
agenda
opinion?
and you fund, yeah. Usually when you see those studies, you disregard that. It's like high fructose corn syrup has been proven to be beneficial for health, funded by the high fructose.
You can have a hypothesis, so maybe I guess it's. But yeah, usually it's not good to fund it if you're biased.
That'd be like me funding if behind the back deadlifts are the best exercise. I'm like, they're like, Sticky Ricky, it's not. There's just no way. I'm like, God damn it, go back, do the results again. Check, recheck. They have to be. Find a way to manipulate it so that it is the best. But anyways, no, listen, it's not even throwing shade. I want to say kudos to him because he released the video and it proved that it was not any more beneficial. And in fact, statistically, no difference, but there's still, statistically, it was a little bit more beneficial to do full range of motion. So his whole hypothesis that lengthened partials were superior for growth, yada, 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 is irrelevant. It's just not true.
Wait, so it disproved his hypothesis?
Yeah.
Oh, well, good for him for being.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the fact that he
yeah.
made the video and stuff, it's like, okay, that's very respectable.
Yeah.
And what I didn't like about the video, though, is that maybe I should just watch this a different time and talk about it video for video. But it was like, listen, he threw me in the mix, saying that like I didn't believe in the stretch stuff. And I never said that. I just said that the over obsession, the fascination that the stretch is the silver bullet in Herculean gains, as you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. And it honestly proved. I don't think it matters what you do. What matters is the gusto and the intensity you bring to it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
if you like doing partials more with the
if you like doing the long length partials and you have more fun with that, it's more exciting and whatever, it's good. I mean, fine, do it because the results are going to be similar as just doing range of motion. Now, I will say this. They didn't test doing the short range of motion, and maybe that isn't as beneficial for hypertrophy, but maybe that's more beneficial for overall strength, which will then therefore cause a chain reaction to down the road cause more hypertrophy because they have a greater strength. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be able to handle larger loads.
So maybe he can fund that next.
He should be funding that. All right, let's get to the real training. Yeah, by all means. I'll do that. I'll join that study.
But I mean, you can just be a consultant and he can ask you what to study next.
You know, and I'll give him kudos too, because he incorporated me in the thumbnail or whatever, and it gave me 2 seconds in the video talking. And for such a large platform like that, these large platforms tend to just purely be after glory, and you know what I'm saying, only acknowledging.
They only want to work with people who have more.
Yeah, they don't want to
followers.
Acknowledge anyone that has a smaller platform than them. Like Greg Doucette made a video about the Jeff Nippard video, and on the thumbnail he's, oh, there's me, and there's Sam Solik, and there's Dr. Mike Israel, and he just didn't even bring me up, even though I was the only other person on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, I'm just totally irrelevant. Even though I feel like I'm one of the most vocal voices in the opposition of this hyper obsession with but fuck my opinion.
Yeah. It's all about follows.
Such a shallow world. And there's so many incompetent buffoons in the comment sections of stuff that don't grasp how these things like the brain, the mindset, the perception is reality. Somebody commented like what the point of the tsunami bar was, benching with it. And this was an innocent comment, guy with an innocent question. This is not the guy. So I was just like, it's a lot of wibble wobble. It's very hard to stabilize and hoist. So if you can hoist this load under tremendous chaos oscillating effect, once you go to a stable weight, it should feel worlds, leaps and bounds different. And of course someone comments under my comment or whatever, like, that's not at all how it works. You should know better than that, Eric. It's like, what the frick are you talking about? I'm sorry, I don't know what you want me to say, but this is literally my.
Well, and why don't they just say what they think instead of just calling
or just give it an actual
actually
but
participate.
This is literally my experience. You know what I'm saying? I don't just come up with a hypothesis and then just never do it. Like if I do, when I talk about fat grips and stuff all the time, it's like, start with fat grips on curls and all that.
And this is all what works for you. Like you always say,
when it's fun and it's spicy and it's different and it keeps you enthusiastic, and that's the most important factor of anything. But my point is, I love all these mindset manipulation techniques, like having tons of band tension at first and then stripping the band tension as the weight gets heavier, because I'm like, holy shit, that feels a lot easier than I was expecting. Now I'm freaking fired up and energetic and enthusiastic and confident that I'm going to crush this big ass weight. Same thing with like fat grips on doing curls, because it feels heavy and it's hard to hoist, it's hard to grip. So it's like, damn, that's hard. But once you take the fat grip off, all of a sudden that same weight feels like a freaking, child's toothpick in your hand. And you can, you know what I'm saying? You're just so much more locked in and confident that you can hoist that shit out of the oblivion.
I do think it depends on like people's personalities, because I feel like I don't do well with that. Which is probably why I don't progress.
So if something feels hard for you, you're probably just going to tap out.
It like scares me. I don't know. Mentally, it's hard to like get past it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you just need to train your freaking mind then, Mom.
I know,
because you
I'm
do
just
it
saying.
and it feels hard, and you're like, okay, now I'm going to take off the hard factor, and it feels a lot easier. It's similar to doing deadlifts with no belt. It's like, frick, that's getting hard. You put a belt in, like, holy shit, that feels so much more locked in and stable.
You should probably do your next set, honey.
Frick. This fluff is just like jamming up my throat. There's nowhere else to put it. Should I just put it in the fanny sack?
Just clip it onto the fanny pack, onto the strap.
It's going in the sack.
Okay. Wow.
Freaking yawning. You're yawning on camera right now.
I'm tired. I didn't sleep well.
It's because we have 7,000 animals at our house.
Gosh.
No, I'm going to say there's 7,000 animals. There's nothing wrong with that. We have these chinchillas that run on this extremely loud wheel. They wake me up.
If anyone
I put earplugs in and white noise, and I still hear them running on their wheel.
Yeah, they are pretty loud.
They're adorable, okay? They're adorable.
They really are.
But they're literally nocturnal species, aren't they?
Yes.
They're nocturnal.
They are.
Still gonna drink this pina colada Edge of Insanity. My goodness, no wonder I'm feeling a little lethargic. And I'm listening to just the most garbage music and commercials. Garbage music and commercials.
Sometimes you listen to commercials at home too.
No, I don't. I listen to the commercial as I'm getting the gusto built up, and then it's like, it's time. And I'll skip the commercial.
Gusto's your new word.
Yeah, because it's the only word that describes. It's the only word that describes the feeling of like oomph. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's no other way to describe it. It's just like strength. You know? Mm-hmm. It's like a vigor. There's no other way to describe. What other word can you? If you can think of a word better than gusto, please tell me. You can't.
No, it's a fine word. You could say enthusiasm.
No, it's gusto.
Okay.
For the sets?
Yeah.
All right, let's go into the set. Bye. You're not paying attention. I can see you.
Ooh.
And you're yawning. You're just absolutely
depressed. Honey, I'm tired.
You can't be tired. Drink some of the Ricky's Rotund Raspberry.
No.
You've never even tried it.
I know. I don't like anything. I just drink water.
We're going to have to change that. I think, so Mama's like hypersensitive or not sensitive at all to caffeine or something. She just makes me sleepy. Which back in the day, I gave her some like DMAA pills or whatever, and she was doing like handstands in the gym for like an hour straight. I was like, you can't tell me that didn't affect you.
What is that even? Probably nothing I would take now.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like, it's, ephedrine. It's like a cousin of ephedrine or something.
My gosh, why did you give that to me?
Because you were young and you were willing to take it. Now you're become all, like, you know what I mean? Like safety first.
Yeah, is that
well,
so
you had
wrong?
a great workout. I know. I'll always remember how good. And that was like a long time ago, and I still remember it very vividly.
Are you saying I'm not as exciting now?
Yes.
Well, you're even less exciting. You're like afraid of everything. You don't like going to the beach.
I'm less excited.
Yeah, you don't like going to the beach because of the sharks. We tried to go hiking and you were terrified.
And every time we go to the beach, we'll always go to the beach, but that's fun. And then we'll get there's always news reports. Every beach we go to is like the shark capital of the world.
So what? It's fine.
The shark capital.
Statistically,
the bites literally happen.
It doesn't matter.
There's literally more bites here than anywhere in the world.
Hiking, and then you were terrified of bears, even though
because we were out in the middle of nowhere. And we were not. Yes, it looked like bear country.
It's Lake Nona. It's not in the middle of nowhere.
You're saying that if anyone even knows what that means, it was literally like an open forest.
Honey, it's just a little nature.
And I was thinking, okay,
the
here I am, and my wife and daughter. What if a bear comes running out anywhere?
And
I'm willing to fight.
You don't like roller coasters.
Huh?
Roller coasters. I'm just saying, you're not that exciting.
I used to love roller coasters.
Yeah, well, look at you now. Exactly.
It's not to say I wouldn't do it.
I know, but you don't like it, and you're always like, no, we're not.
Yeah, because I feel like at this point in my life, I don't need to risk having a heart attack.
No, we would die. You're at least terrifying her.
Because it's a risk to reward thing.
I agree, but I'm just saying, don't say I'm not exciting. You're even less exciting.
That's bullshit. You're not doing the roller coasters and stuff either.
I know. I'm not saying I'm exciting.
And you're just because you're not scared of bears attacking you, it doesn't make you smart. Or like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying if you
want to be scared of anything, be scared of driving. That's statistically the worst thing.
I'm very comfortable driving.
Exactly. Yeah. So it makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's true though. Driving's like thousands of accidents every day. But I mean, at the end of the day, we have to drive. And
everybody we know has gotten into an accident, basically. It's just very common.
You have to drive though. I mean, you can't.
I know, but I'm just saying. Going for a hike in like the middle of the city in a nature area is less scary than driving. Yes.
I'm drowning you out. Got the tunes kicking. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh. Ooh. Height. Better. It's so tight. This is, I think, a really golden tidbit that nobody does. Like if you guys stretch between your sets, you're probably gonna be less likely to tear your pec. And the whole reason I'm I already know this, but I wasn't stretching with those fat grips ones. I don't know why. I think I was too caught up in making the video and stuff. And when I just did this dynamic stretching, both my pecs like felt like so tight, like they're almost gonna snap. And that's how tight they're getting from pressing. And maybe it's because of the deficit, I don't know, the 1 inch deficit maybe, I don't know. But that after I stretched that last one, that 425 with the fat grips, it was like felt so much better. So if there's any tidbit to take, it's to do this. That's feeling crispy. That's crispy. I really like having, it's almost like an axle bar, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? So there's something to be said. I feel like if I would have been benching with the Blue Boys on, I probably would have been more locked in and stable on my shoulders, because that's kind of one of the things we came to. It's like when we switched from the fat grips to no fat grips, Mom was like, well, maybe you just prefer the fat grips. And I think I do, because it makes you grip harder, so it feels better on your shoulders and your elbows. It's just the range of motion is a bit bigger, so it's maybe slightly harder, but with the slightly harder range of motion, you're getting that more secure grip. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like these are probably like the golden goose right here, where those extremes are pretty freaking bulbous. You feel me? Mm-hmm. You gonna drop any 2 cents or no?
What?
You gonna drop any cents, or is it just all me?
It's all you.
Have you been showing them the shoes?
No, I forgot. These are the new ones. They have purple on there somewhere.
That's why I wore this purple jersey and this purple fanny sack. Now, I mean, talk about, my goodness. Talk about the swag.
Yeah.
Zoom on the purple.
Honey, I was zooming on the other foot. And then
Dang it, Mama.
How'd it feel?
Amazing.
Good.
It does really feel locked in. I'm not just saying that. A lot of times, like, when I'm warming up, you know, and I thought I liked skinny for overhead pressing because it kind of rests in the palm wall. So it's like, yeah, it feels good. I think the skinnier the better. But now that I have this fat phallic shaft that I'm cupping, it's like, wow. Suck it. So I just pressed 315 the other day. So the 315, the 3 plates has fallen. Now the test is going to be 315 plus phallic shaft.
Okay. Is that hard?